Hey everyone, out here today and sitting here helping the fire crew out doing some stuff. And don't worry, if you can see, I don't know where it's at, right there. That's the engine. I'm not getting too far from the engine, so not doing anything crazy. So that's it, but we're out here today and I'll kind of give you a little view if this isn't too fast, but you can see that back there. We're out here in the mountains, of course, and we're doing some burning. They're doing some burning. I'm sitting here watching. But anyways, so I was sitting here watching the smoke, and the helicopter just left. It was a little noisy, but just laying fire down on this hillside. And fire, a lot of people that kind of gets people in a wildfire or fire on the landscape in general, gets people kind of all worked up sometimes. But it's a natural part of the ecosystem. And when humans come in and we started suppressing wildfire, and it actually kind of made things worse because the natural cycle of the ecosystem was not happening. So it's kind of made the wildfires even worse over the years. And I think Lauren and I have talked about this a little bit in the past, but sometimes when you don't have fire on the landscape, and you can try logging, you can try grazing, you can try doing other things to help, and it does help, but it's not the same as the natural cycle of the ecosystem. So, the trees or the vegetation, wherever it gets overcrowded and things start choking out and dying, and just all kinds of things happen without that fire. And sitting here watching this today, it kind of made me think, and John, it tells us in the world we'll have troubles, but take heart that Christ has overcome the world. And fires can be not the best thing in the world, but after a fire goes through and you have that regen, that regrowth in some plants, their seeds will lay there dormant for 20-30 years or however long it is, and they won't sprout until that wildfire goes through. Some of them need heat or the fire to actually help the seed to germinate and grow in that new life. So sometimes in life, all the old growth, everything that's going on around us will kind of start choking us out, and then all of a sudden it just kind of all seems like it's falling apart and everything's just coming undone. And then that fire goes through and you go through that time, but then afterwards things start to grow again. And that fire came through, and something that may not have been growing before, something new or something better, or wherever. We don't understand the fire always, but Christ does. And we don't understand the purpose, but He does. And that new growth coming through in our lives is life-changing, can be life-changing, and may have an effect that we will never really truly understand. But that's why I was sitting out here today watching this, and that was my victory moment.